Good morning everyone, Carol here at Oak Journals. Thank you for joining me. I'm working on day 4 of Junk Journal January and the prompt today is Tuckspot. I'm actually going to be creating a Tuckspot and a pocket, so I hope I'm not going to confuse you. So I'm going to create a pocket on the left hand side and I'm just creating a reinforcement strip to go down the edge of what will be the inside of my pocket in due course. So I'm just trimming it down here. There we go. And now I'm bringing in some tissue paper that I played with a while ago. I sprayed it with oxide inks, speckled egg, frayed burlap, and I think the other one was ice spruce. And there was a little bit of a resist technique occurring because the tissue paper was from some boots that I bought from London. So as you can see, they were fly boots. So here I'm just trimming away the excess tissue paper. Smoothing it down with my bone folder. And that is the flap that is going to become the pocket. So I'm putting in the rest of my signature. I've got a scrap of that tissue paper that I've backed with some more lightweight paper, and I'm just creating another reinforcement strip. As you can see, I've snipped out a thumb notch, and when my little pocket is all put together, that part will have shown that it was just coffee stained paper, so I wanted to cover it up. Just snipping away the excess. And there we go. So I'm just inking around the edges with some vintage photo distress ink. And here I'm showing that I've gone all the way round with a couple of lines of messy machine stitching on my sewing machine, just using my bone folder to flatten down the stitches on the reverse, little dab of glue on 3 sides. Putting the rest of my signature back in that fold, closing it up, lining everything up nicely, and then I'll just burnish those edges with my bone folder whilst the glue adheres. So that's my first signature in what is going to be my Junk Journal January journal. And this is the start of my second signature, so I'm doing exactly the same as I did with the previous page. I'm covering it over with some of that tissue paper that I sprayed, trying to line it up, not getting on very well. And here I am just trimming away the excess again. I leave a little bit of excess on one side, and I'm just assessing whether or not I want to try and hide where those 2 signatures are going to meet, and I decide I don't need to bother. So I'm just trimming away the excess. And there's the 2 signatures side by side, or what will be the 2 signatures side by side. So the left hand one will be my pocket and the other side will be my Tuckspot. So I've brought in here a piece of vintage paper and I've got a template so that I know what size to create. Just folding my piece in half and just assessing where I need to rip down my vintage paper on either side so that it is the right length, or the right height actually. You'll see what I mean in due course. So just folding it in half, and then on one side I'm folding it into a point, There we go. And where I folded it over on the left hand side, that is where my Tuckspot will wrap round my signature. On the back, I'm just creating a concertina effect with the excess paper. I could do exactly the same fold and create a point if I wanted to, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that excess as yet. So there you go. I'm just tucking it and wrapping it round my signature. And obviously that portion on the left hand side will be stitched into my journal. You could put it round the other side if you wished, but I don't want to do that. Just brought in a scrappy scrap from out of my stash that I made a while ago, just deciding where I want that to go, and I bring in a second one and decide I like that better. Here I'm just deciding to create a side pocket as well as a tuck spot. So I'm actually going in between those concertina folds that were going to be on the reverse of my spine, and I'm just tucking my signature behind one of them, and as you can see I'm about to glue it up here, so in with my art glitter glue and folding up and gluing one of those concertinas in place. And now I'm just putting a dab of glue at the top and the bottom and down the spine edge, and I'm just checking that I've got the right side of my my signature page and just gluing it in place. And this is the scrappy scrap that I'm gluing on the front of that triangle. So dab of glue, lining it up and just burnishing it in place. And as you can see, I'm opening up that triangle. Now I've decided to use a piece of vintage document. You could equally use a book page or something like that, or even a blank page. So as you saw, I've got one tag in that side pocket, and the second tag just fits in a tuck spot created by the triangular fold. There you go, I'm just popping it in inside one of the folds and that one in the side pocket. Now you could leave it as it is, but I'm just deciding to put a paper clip on there. So there we go everybody, that's my finished tuck spot for this prompt. Hope you like how I created it. Super easy. As I say, you can wrap it round the spine side of your signature or round the open edge of your signature, whichever you please. Once again everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I created this time round, and I look forward to seeing you for the next prompt in Junk Journal January 2024. Bye bye now.